Welcome back to Denn is What Is, an all-new year in review. I'm your host, the Jamaican Actor Boy. We're counting down our top stories from the year 2020. Now, if you're just joining us, you'd have missed numbers 10 through 6. So, please ensure you search elsewhere on the channel because the other part of this episode is floating around somewhere. Before we move on, I must reiterate for all of you that my name is the Jamaican Actor Boy and nothing else that the so-called roving reporter would have said in the other episode. We get right back into the countdown with our number 5 story. Pia Potley put in another bid to be the Caribbean's Prime Minister after yet another riveting speech at a press conference somewhere. Take a look. Prime Minister of the Caribbean Pia Potley made waves at a big climate exchange conference held over the seas. We will continue to work with our influencers globally like Rihanna.
Thank you.
To halt and reverse the effects of climate change.
Thank you.
Such was the force of her verbal tsunami that the moderatress had a warm time convincing her to bring her speech to a close. These misplaced priorities will lose us the battle. If it was up to us, I'd say, and I'll finish soon. Really, I will. Despite the interruptions, she did leave the house with this gem. Community of nations within this body. We refuse to be relegated to the footnotes of history and to be collateral damage for the greed of others.
Thank you.
I'm Ronnie, the roving reporter, but I'm in studio this time. Abe. Our all-new year in review continues after the break. Don't go nowhere. Me nah stuff your lip. Me not stop your lip neither. Child's play? No. Merely a reenactment of two of Kingston's top hospitals going at it a few months ago. Shame. It was a game of he said, she said between two of Kingston's top healthcare facilities, following the tragic death of a patient who was in their care at the time of her passing. While the various timelines tried to make sense of the ordeal, the two facilities involved got into a heated row which saw both entities refusing to accept responsibility and instead opting to trade accusations and petty insults at each other. The family continues to pick up the pieces from the tragic affair, but the hope is that measures are implemented to ensure a situation like this does not happen again.
You put on weight. Lord, she draw down though. Then she not do her hair. The one we always wear the black shirt them. Oh, them paint over the building.
Coffee Tea can do no wrong, it seems. The reggae crooner continues to make hits after hits after hits, even in the middle of a panorama. Take a look. Grammy winner Coffee Tea hit another milestone in her career when her COVID offering Shut Down earned 1 million views within 48 hours of its release on the network. The artist can be seen rocking her paragraph looks, driving up and down, brothing and skylocking, and pretty much having a grandest time. What's next for her? Only time and the kettle will tell. We wish her all the best for 2021.
We are gonna shut it down as long as COVID's still around. But as soon as it's gone, we'll lock the city and the town. We are gonna shut it down as long as COVID's still around. But as soon as it's gone, we'll lock the city and the town. We are gonna shut it down.
And now, our honorable mention. Reggae icon Buju Blanton came under fire for controversial statements he uttered concerning the wearing of masks during COVID. Luckily, I, Ronnie the roving reporter, was on the ground when it all went down. When it all went down. Someone cite and ask if everything alright. So I tell the brethren, no, everything not alright, everything can't alright. We're tired of this mask wearing bullshit in Jamaica. We're tired of you intellectual fools trying to tell us how to live our lives. If you're so smart, why you haven't found the cure for cancer? You're both all out in a line and putting the Jamaican people in abject fear and driving us all to poverty. What have you done for all those you've laid off and caused them business to close down early? Jamaican people need to wake up. Jamaican people need to wake up. I mean, now we're no mask. Because mask no make for man. So hear this. From September to January, we then now free my people. Free my people. Now. Over to you, Jabari. So nobody never tell him? Besides the New Year, Carnival, and Christmas celebrations, nothing was quite as talked about as Jamaica's National Sports Day. Sports Day 2020 was filled with spills and thrills from the moment the date was announced. For many, it seemed impractical given the concerns surrounding safety during COVID. Nevertheless, the most honorable Brogad never wavered. In the weeks leading up to the event, both the Greenhouse and the Orange House released top-notch diss tracks in the hope of rallying support. There was also some amount of ruckus from independent contenders, etc. and etc. Still and for all, the highlight of the pre-show activities was the National Sports Day debates. Both houses selected their best speakers to put forward their official Sports Day champion woman date. The teams gave a good account of themselves, but it was not without its fair share of tension.
We're proud of this achievement, and we will deliver on it in the second term, in its entirety. You know what I love about the Greenhouse? Is how intellectual and contrite they sound in terms of not achieving anything in the past 55 months.
I think we just discovered why the Minister of Health has done so badly with dengue and now COVID. Perhaps some marketing of, well, let's not go there. But you directed in your rebuttal some assertions. In the end, though, it was the Greenhouse that took charge of the race and ran away with a landslide victory, including key wins against some of the star runners from the Orange House. Yeah, it was a pretty simple race. Pretty much just went out there and did what coach told me to do. I just want to thank the entire team, the entire coaching staff, all the handlers, they did everything they could to market me properly, market the program. It's a wonderful program, and yeah, the race was pretty simple. Didn't even break a sweat, you know. We did it. We did it, yo. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It was a tough race. You know, you train, you do all this training, you put in all the work, but sometimes it just is what it is, you know. Went out there and, you know, tried to execute what coach said. It didn't go to plan. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So after this, you know, coach and I were gonna go back to the drawing board. We're gonna look at the videos. We're gonna look at the clips again to see where we went wrong. But we just want to thank you all for the support. Believe that we're gonna come back, and we're gonna come back better. So thank you all. You know, it's just one of those things. We're disappointed with the result, but we're grateful that we came and we got to represent, you know. So thanks, everybody. Of course, this left the supporters of the Orange House saddened and distraught. Almighty God, we need a divine intervention. We're tired of the greenhouse. We're tired of the greenhouse, people. We can't take it no more. Help! Help! I'm Ronnie, the roving reporter, and I'm standing just beside trackside. Back to you, Jumanji. We're almost at our top story of 2020, but just before we share that, we have a special preview lined up just for you. We were able to get our hands on the unofficial trailer for a brand new short film produced by the amazing team of creatives at AP Ron Digital Pro, one of Jamaica's fast emerging digital media outfits. Now, Ricky, are you sure all of this information is correct? We really can't afford to be apologizing every week, so please ensure that you're prompting all the right things into the telly. We're good? Perfect. Just like me. The film is titled Destiny Distorted and features newcomer Sunil Gustard, award-winning actor Christopher McFarlane, model Orlando Rose, and the youngster Ramar Banton. Enjoy.
She's gone. She packed her things and walked out on us. She never said a word. He's mine now.
Big brother, you want a race?
What do you mean, man? Better not beat me.
She left him in my care.
Hurry up now.
That's my brother. Strong. Brave.
Junior?
Yeah?
Enough of that now.
He's mine now. She left him in my care.
Darrell.
What?
You bust my $5,000 away in my job.
Yeah.
How will you answer yeah?
Yes.
Sir.
Sir.
Oh, mine know you talk to Pops, you know.
Oh, so you're a bad man in this?
Ah!
You know, have to remind me.
Me just want to know that truth is in
Me
the
not forget.
forget. You want to know.
He's mine now. She left him in my care.
And now, our top story of 2020. But just before we do the big reveal, here's a quick recap. Yes, it's COVID, the singular event on the tips of our tongues since March of last year. chiefly because we all wanted to leave and never return. We won't labor any further to recall how it shut the whole world down and ensured the year ran off without us getting a chance to enjoy most of our favorite activities. Sigh.
For many, the major disappointment was, but for others among us,
This is me. A little ghetto youth fulfilling society's prophecy over my life. This is me. Standing in our courtroom, waiting for you to pass judgment. Prof, waste man, worthless. Curfews became a thing, and it took a while for many to adjust. Yeah. We're out here. We're out here. We're not going. But with a bit of able-bodied enforcement by the Brogad's team, compliance became more popular.
Alright, come go up in that Jeep.
I would like to apologize. I am very apologized to the most honorable Brogad. Me sorry, I may go in.
We're not going.
You have to go in. We are going. You hear, sir? We are going.
There were casualties and loss of jobs, but there were also many, many gems.
Me tired of good job.
I can name by one of the master instead of you use the compass.
Me not have it.
So you know to say compass dear.
I me did so. Me? You know how long me a fight to live? I got to take life. Live, girl. Look here.
Once again, I'm your man on the scene, Ronnie, the roving reporter. Back to you, Janet. Well, that's all the time we have this evening, and also all the stories. A special thanks to the entire team who made this all-new year in review possible. A special thanks to you too, or 1,004,000+ viewers. Do continue to like, share, comment, and subscribe so we can continue to share the great news. As always, I'm your host, the Jamaican Actor Boy. Continue to follow this page for more poorly produced content, sugar-coated with effort. Walk good, and see you next time.